Hello friends, I'm Joaquin and today I come to present a very special topic in the esoteric world, candles. Specifically, we will talk about the esoteric candles of candle art. Hello Joaquin, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you.
Could you explain why you decided to make candles? How did it all start? Please tell us a little bit about your story.
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to your program. When I was a teenager, about 35 to 40 years ago, I had a series of personal problems, which now would be a bit long to explain, and I could not find a solution. So, in desperation, I ended up turning to a person who had been recommended to me, a healer. For a long time, he became my mentor and, to this day, he is a good friend of mine. This healer, sometime after we met, told me that I had the spiritual strength to help other people with their problems. At first, I believed it, and at the same time, I couldn't believe it. But, in a more or less short period of time, I was able to verify the veracity of what I had been told. One summer, my mother became very ill. She couldn't get out of bed. She had very high fevers. Many doctors came to our home and could not find out what was wrong with her. Then I thought, maybe this is the time for me to get rid of doubts once and for all about my supposed ability. I began to practice healing by laying on of hands all over her body. Suddenly, I went into a state of somnambulism. I realized that my hands were moving on their own. I lost track of time and space for a few moments. After about 2 hours, my mother began to show a generally favorable appearance until she was finally able to get out of bed. The people present at that moment were stunned and could not believe their eyes. From that day on, I began to make personal visits to family and friends. Then I thought, how could I help more people without having to move to where they are? It was then that the idea of making esoteric beeswax candles came to my mind. The best conductor for our requests to the spiritual plane. Esoteric candles like the one you can see burning on the screen. People call me explaining their problem in detail. Many of them give me their name and a photograph so that I can prepare the candles in a more personalized way. If I do not have a photograph of the person, there is no problem. The candle will do its job just as well. We deliver our products to their destination by means of a transport agency. The results to date are good. The people who place their trust in us have solved or smoothed their problems in a remarkable way. Our customers trust us and place orders regularly. There are also people who contact us for the first time because they are interested in our product. Please contact us and we will attend you without any obligation. So, these were my beginnings in candle art.
Could you explain to us, Joaquin, in detail, how is the process you use in the elaboration of the candles and how you charge them energetically to be able to help the people who contact you?
Yes, it will be my pleasure to explain how we make our candles. First of all, we acquire the wax to make the candles directly from the apiculturists. They work with bees, which produce honey and wax. Then, once we have the wax batches in our workshop, what we do, through a totally handmade process, is to manipulate the wax to give it different shapes and sizes. We elaborate our candles one by one. We do not have any kind of industrial machinery to make them. Each of our candles is unique. You will not find two alike. Depending on the person's problem, they contain a combination of between 30 and 40 sprayed plants. The candles, once immersed and dyed in their corresponding color, we pack and roll them in cellophane paper and finally, we label them. But the process does not end here. Before we put our products inside the package to send it to its destination, we charge the candles energetically. To do so, I hold the candle in my hands, visualize the situation and ask with faith that it be solved as soon as possible. Our candles provide immediate results. What do I mean when I say they provide immediate results? From the moment we light the candle, it begins to work immediately. From that moment on, we will begin to notice positive changes in our day-to-day life. Most likely, we will feel noticeable changes in our life long before the candle finishes burning. When the candle has burned out and we have finished the ritual, the results will be much more evident. But, I insist, from the moment we light the candle, it will start to work and we will be able to notice positive changes.
I would like to ask you, Joaquin, what are your best candles? Not the best ones, they are all very good. I am referring to the most demanded candles by the customers.
Well, before continuing with the interview, I would like to comment on the following. The most efficient method a person can use when he or she has a problem is to go to a doctor, psychologist, lawyer, or any other authority specializing in the matter. Having said that, there may be people, especially if they have faith and are believers, who may think, I can follow two ways, the material way, and also the spiritual way, as real as the first one. If there is something that worries you and you can't find a solution, you can contact us. We will be pleased to receive your call and we will attend you without any commitment. We will advise you on what works best to fix your problem. If the first path fails, you may have the second and vice versa. You will have more tools and therefore more opportunities to solve your problem. Our candles, and all these years that we have been working, have been very well accepted. We sell over long distances. We sell to people in our country and also in countries all over Europe. For example, this candle that is burning and you can see on the screen is the road opener candle. It is one of our most popular and successful candles. Why? Because it's a kind of joker to solve different situations. Another candle that we have and that has a very good acceptance is called candle to separate. It is used to keep us away from people who harass us, to separate us or to pass unnoticed before a companion who makes us the impossible life, or to soften the relationship we have with our boss to make our life more bearable, so that they forget about us and we forget about them. A candle that also works very well is the cleaning candle. Spiritual cleansings are our daily bread. I recommend doing a spiritual cleansing at least once a month. In the course of our daily lives, we pick up toxic residues from other people. Even though we consider ourselves strong people, these negative and thick energies affect us and sap our energy.
So Joaquin, for non-standard cases. That is, for very severe cases, in which the problem has persisted for a long time. Some time ago, a person contacted us and told us that he had negative entities at home. She could feel that the black energies in her house were consuming all her energy. What could we tell a person who is suffering from the same or a similar situation?
This person who has problems at home, who feels overburdened, distressed, and without energy to continue fighting in life, with little desire to do things, who feels unmotivated. I recommend that you do a spiritual cleansing using our candles. We have 2 purification candles for this purpose. One is of natural color, similar to the one that is burning and you can see on the screen, and the other one is black. The black color has a very bad reputation, but it is not true. The black color has the ability to absorb all the negative energy that is around us. After a while, the negative energy that remains in the environment can return to the person. That is why we recommend to use, together with the spiritual cleansing candle of black color, the spiritual cleansing candle of natural color. The natural colored cleansing candle will transmute the negative energy previously absorbed by the black candle to the spiritual plane. In this way, we ensure that the spiritual cleansing will be much more lasting. If for one reason or another, we can only use one of the 2 candles, we recommend using the black candle. Whenever our customers place an order, before placing the candles with their packaging inside the package, we ritualize the candles one by one. What method do we use to magnetize candles? First of all, we make sure we find a place in our house where we can be in silence, without noise, and without anyone disturbing us. We hold the candle in our hands and visualize in our mind that everything that is harming us goes to another place. Also, we must visualize ourselves with a very positive spirit. We must believe that we are capable of facing all the situations that may occur in our daily lives. We can be in this meditative state 5, 8, 10 minutes, as long as necessary, in silence, meditating and praying to the being that you have more faith. Once this is done, we take the candle and remove the paper label and the cellophane paper that wraps it. If the base of the candle is not completely flat, we can smooth it with a cutter or a knife. Finally, we can place the candle inside an aluminum container of about 15 centimeters and light it. We recommend to perform the spiritual cleansings on Tuesdays.
Thank you, Joaquin. If you go to the Candle Art website, the first thing you will notice is that the products are classified in different categories. We have many different sections which we will talk about in more detail later in this video. The candles that are appearing on the screen belong to Code 1. They are the candles for making requests. They have an optimal result and are the ones we recommend. Another category within our website are the archangels. We have candles to make specific requests to the archangels: Michael, Gabriel, Samuel, Raphael, Sachiel, Cassiel, and Anael for matters of love and prosperity. These candles also work very well. We have candles in traditional form and also in the figure of different saints. They contain a special selection of plants inside to satisfy our request. They have been designed to the smallest detail. We have medium double-loaded candles. They are twice the size of the request candles. We also offer different rituals in packs, within a category called personalized rituals. The ritual contains 3 candles along with other complements such as incense and esoteric oil. We have many other categories. Basically, we are specialists in the elaboration of esoteric candles to solve all kinds of problems. The combination of candles is very important. For example, if we have very bad luck and we want changes in our life, the first thing we should do, as Joaquin said, is to light a candle to clean the negative energies. Once we have eliminated everything that blocks us, we can face the problem and attack it at the root. You can contact Joaquin, who will be pleased to assist you without any obligation in any part of the process. We had a case of a person who suffered from insomnia and could not sleep. There is a special candle to combat insomnia. Isn't it true, Joaquin?
Yes, we have a candle which works very well to remedy the problem of insomnia. It is a blue-colored candle, and inside, it contains a number of specially selected plants and seeds. They are not rare plants. They are plants from the country. This candle will help us to achieve a restful sleep. In this way, we will wake up the next morning, full of energy and vitality to carry out all that we propose in the day. Having a good sleep is of utmost importance. It is very common that, at bedtime, we think about everything that has happened during the day. This can cause anxiety and make us unable to sleep all night long. The next day, we will wake up more tired than the night before. This candle to combat insomnia and enjoy a restful sleep works very well.
To conclude this interview, Joaquin, what do you imagine the future of candle art to be like?
Well, the future of candle art, after 40 years of work, I think it will be very good. I have 2 sons, one named Joaquin here, and another one, called Jordy, who is behind the cameras. They have also been involved in this subject for a long time and they know how all this works.
Thank you very much, friends, for watching the video until the end. If you have any doubts or questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. It will be a pleasure for us to assist you with no obligation. Thank you very much and see you soon.